All right, back at it, hour number 2. Anthony Rothman, Austin Ward, and now we get a lot tougher. And we got a big bag of knuckles in between us here, and that is Mathieu Olivier, the versatile power forward for the Jackets. Good to have you, my man.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Careful, Anthony. Don't hit.
Sorry. It was just a friendly tap.
Yeah,
He'll
it's a love
swing
tap.
back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. Boy, let's get into that a little bit. I think that when you were it was like somebody said that you are one of the scariest human beings when you are pissed off. Is that true? I mean, because I don't sense that. You're not a trash talker. You're not a guy that, I mean, you play this game the way you need to play it, but does your complete mindset have a switch when you put the blades on and get out there?
Yeah, I think so. It's something that kind of developed over time. I'm not a particularly fiery person off the ice. I'm pretty even keel, calm. Even just everyday life situations, I'm not the one that's going to really get mad or snap. I'm always like, oh, hold on, let's find a solution. And but I feel like on the ice it's different, and I feel it's a good way to you can kind of channel all that stuff and really put it in a productive way. And I think that's kind of how I approach it. But I definitely have a different personality on the ice and than off the ice for sure.
You had something to prove when you got here, kind of a clean slate. I mean, how do you feel about, when Dean Evison, you got a new coach, you get, it felt to me like maybe like you had a chance to just kind of prove who you were, because you've become such a versatile guy. I mean, the goals, I'm drafting you in fantasy, man. Can I get 15 goals and 300 hits?
That'd be a good year again.
Okay, yeah, exactly. It'd be a great year.
Yeah. I think it's about, like you said, having a well-rounded game. And I don't expect, my teammates to do anything that I wouldn't be willing to do myself, right? So, as far as finishing hits, blocking shots, playing hard, playing through injuries, that's stuff that I think winning teams all do. And that's something that I take pride in. Now, that's always been my identity as a player, but building the stuff around it has come, and it's taken a little longer than most guys, developing that offensive side or just, getting a feel for it. I guess it's just the way it goes for me. Maybe a little bit of a late bloomer in that sense, but everyone has a different path, and I'm trying to make the most of mine and making myself valuable to the team.
All those things that you mentioned, obviously make you valuable, and they've allowed you to build a reputation for that toughness. I know in your line of work, that's a badge of honor. That's what you want to be. But as you mentioned, you're trying to expand the skill set and get more. I don't know that you're looking for credit for it, but what is it about your game that you are wanting people to see more this season that they've overlooked while it's justifiably praising you for all the rest?
Yeah, well, it's about doing it again. I think guys that have success in this league, they do it over and over, and that's the challenge. Last year was a big step personally. It was a big step for the team as well. But I think the team and the personal goals kind of align the same. We want to repeat and do better, and that's the approach I take personally, but it fits what our team is doing as well. So I think that's a good way to look at it.
What's the line between, as you look at that team goal, as close as you guys came? For me, as a Blue Jackets fan, it's like, well, that exceeded my expectations. It was fun to go along for the ride. Didn't think you guys would be 2 points out of it. I was like, that's great. They're playing meaningful hockey into March and right on the doorstep. Did you guys take encouragement for that, or was it more disappointment? It may be a combination of both of those things, but what it could take to get back to that point again.
Yeah, I think we were more disappointed. The narrative was positive around us, obviously, and that's always appreciated. But in the room, it wasn't. We were all disappointed to have pushed that hard and to come up short. And it kind of translated to the summer a little bit, where I know it took me a couple of weeks, at least 2-3 weeks, to get back to being my smiling self in everyday life. I would have a good day, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about it, and you're like, you get mad again because you came close, and that's what we play for. So it definitely gave us an idea of what it takes. Definitely made us hungrier, I would say. I know for me, it wasn't like a pat on the back. It was more like okay, that was a good step, but we still fell short. So we need to get this thing going.
Mathieu Olivier with us here on Rothman and Ice delivered career best numbers. Man, I just off the charts. And you were, maybe you're selling yourself short. I don't know. I mean, you were a really good player coming up. Maybe you weren't a standout prospect, but, you know, I love your story. I love that you weren't coming up as a fighter. You fought to maybe separate yourself. Would that be the best way to say it?
When I started out, yeah, as a 16-year-old in juniors, I was a late pick. Moncton was not rebuilding, but they had just had a really good year, and they were going to be we were going to be less good than the year before. It's still middle of the pack, and I just had a really good camp, showed up. I think, you know, every game I could, they were thinking, okay, this is the last one, we'll send them down. I'd score a goal or do something to make them keep me there, and once I was in, I kind of got into a rotation with a couple guys that we were kind of getting in and out of the lineup, and the one thing that none of them were doing was dropping the mitts. And so I grew up around hockey. I had taken boxing lessons before, and I figured, you know, I'm not gonna. I thought personally, if I'm not willing to do it, there's no way I'm gonna play a pro at some point. So I just started doing it, and kind of worked at it, and it became part of my toolbox. I wouldn't say I was ever a fighter, a designated fighter. I could always play the game, but it definitely added to the style of player and what I was doing on the ice.
When you do fight, I mean, anybody can be on the wrong end of a fight. You're on skates. I mean, anything can happen. The balance, all that. And it doesn't, I mean, you're a big dude. You're a strong guy. Anybody watching can tell. But it's not like you have this boxer's reach or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But the boxing background, that's interesting to me. Mm-hmm. And so that must give you the advantage because you're not a long reach guy. But give us the idea of why you can be successful fighting.
Yeah, yeah, to your point, it's true. I don't have the longest reach, and I'm definitely not the lankiest guy out there, especially not in my role. But boxing was always a way to train, but I kind of was doing well at it early on. I never thought it would turn into this, but I just had a good view of it. I can implement it well on skates. For some reason, the balance part to me was easy to figure out. But like you said, I mean, you got to redo it every time. You can be on the bad end of a fight any given night, and you always have to be ready for everyone because everyone's got a fighting chance, and it's not uncommon for guys to take boxing lessons and to have that. So I think it comes with experience. Obviously, I've done it quite a bit over my career so far, and you get better and better at it, and there's a willingness part to it too. You can't just, some guys feel forced to do it. For me, it's just part of the game, and it's something that I'm willing to do.
So you got that in the background. You took the boxing lessons. You got the final boss on your shirt right here.
Yes, sir.
Are we going to get you in the square circle down there too? I didn't know you're a big WWE fan.
I am.
If that's true, or
I am a WWE fan. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like a deep cut, knowing like NXT kind of thing. Okay. But I do follow.
NXT was great last night.
Yeah, I like I said, that the show I don't watch, but
that's fine.
I do follow along a bit. I have an idea what the storylines are, and my dad liked WWE, so it kind of came and went, and now it's back again for me, and my own kids are into it big time. So
yeah, I took my daughter to WrestlePalooza on Saturday night, so I was just checking to see how up to date.
I did watch that, yeah.
I mean, Brock Lesnar he's got a little Mathieu Olivier to him, I think.
Yes. Well, they said when you came here, it was like,
that's
okay,
a compliment.
They got their John Cena, they got their Brock Lesnar, like that was the thought when you became a Blue Jacket. So pretty cool. I'm sure you guys are really excited. The hunger for the season trails off from last season, but similar group, same goal, but not the same emotion from last year.
Yeah, different start, obviously. Yeah, I think it's just it feels very business-like this year. Guys are coming in, everyone, like, not a lot of changes throughout our room. Everyone just knows where we're going. It's a second year under our coaches, second year under this new way of doing things here, and we got a few changes in the gym and stuff, but overall it feels like everyone's coming in, they're ready to roll. And the talk, so far the talk out there in practice has been really good. You know, guys are kind of talking to each other, and we're trying to get a jump on things and really get this season going before it starts. And like I said, just feels like business.
Well done, my man. All right, I didn't ask for much. 15 goals, 300 hits. That's all I asked.
Fair enough. I'll take wins over that, though.
Absolutely. Ollie's with us, Mathieu Olivier. Just the versatile power forward, hell of a guy to root for, and you know he's going to give everything and leave everything on that ice. Thanks, man. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Ollie joins us live here at camp.
Thanks.
We'll come back with ins and outs. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.